Hello everyone, today I'm going to be talking yet again about Toontown Rewritten and how it's developing. I did make a video quite like this a while back, but I feel like Toontown Rewritten has changed in enough ways to look at it and talk about it yet again. So how has Toontown Rewritten been developing? So we have had many new features such as player housing, signs, people inside buildings and streets, and lots of bug fixes. Plus racing, golf, and a lot of other mini games which were included. But that has been over a scale of a few months, and these features have been changed and tweaked over and over to make sure they work. This is an incredibly large time for features compared to a few months ago, where a new zone or a mini game would have appeared every other day. Of course, it has been Christmas, and we can't blame them for wanting to spend time with whoever they want, as it is a festival, but ever since then, there has just been a slight lack of content. Of course, they normally do make a post every day, but it doesn't hold much as far as I can tell. Although I can't see the coding, I have mostly just seen bug fixes, events such as the election and winter changes, and so on. So with this amount of content being put into the game, will it be done as soon as we had hoped in the last video? Just off the top of my head, I would say no. The content has seemed slightly lacking, although we can't blame them for our expectations content-wise, but it still does feel slightly lacking. There have also been a lot of events, such as the election and alpha key giveaway, which seem to be hiding the fact that there is no content put out through those few days. You can't specifically be angry at them for doing this, as they have given themselves the task of making these posts every single day, but it just seems with all the nature walks, elections, key giveaways and so on, how much work have they actually done? So far, they have done a lot, but as I've been saying, their content has been lacking recently. Although with all these encrypted messages and so on, a lot of people have been wondering if they're going to add cogs and their battle system into the game. Of course, the release of the battle system into the game would push it into beta, which could be open, may not, but it could be. So all of this is what I and many others, as I have found out, have been thinking about what has happened during the game, but I shouldn't ramble on too much about these things. The TTR team is obviously still working incredibly hard to get everything out as fast as possible. It just doesn't seem like enough content is being made. Maybe that is because of my high expectations. Now on to the main kind of full question of this video. When will TTR be coming out? Part 2. For the meantime, I would say incredibly soon, as they have said in one of their multiple posts that they are 2/3 done with TTR before pushing it into beta. I'm not sure whether it will be open or not, as I haven't looked at the notes lately, but it possibly could be. All they need to do is add cogs and their battle system, which I've been hoping for greatly, although this may be a rather large task as I can't see the coding, of course. And as they haven't been making too much content lately, with the election going on and a nature walk last week, I have to wonder what they are making behind those imaginary TTR dev walls. The full game, on the other hand, may not be out for quite some time. Although I have been wondering about it for a while, I would say once they push into beta, things will keep the pace we are at now, and content will not always be out every day, mostly because they might be administrating TTR or playing and enjoying it themselves. I can't tell, although they could get GMs into the game to keep an eye on all of us, basically, to keep it a friendly environment. Although TTR, in my eyes, has been slowing down in content recently, I can still see open beta to be something that isn't too far away. I would like to thank you all who are watching and those who have subscribed. You've given me the motivation to make another update for this video. I'd also like to thank the TTR devs for just bringing the game back. It's a great pleasure just to see how many people care about Toontown, and to what lengths people are willing to go to keep it alive. If you have liked this video, give it a like, subscribe for more content. It is surprisingly motivating. Also, please put down in the comments what would you like to see me do a video on next. More Toontown Rewritten, or another MMO such as World of Warcraft. Just put it down in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.